All right, let's see what happens there.
One thing I don't like about this is see how that CMOS battery sits. See how that CMOS.
That was me.
The CMOS battery. I didn't turn the light off now. You probably can't see it, but the CMOS battery stands up instead of lays down.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
And the original one I had, the media center one I had that somebody gave me, broke. Whole thing broke off.
I like Jim's comment just tonight. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button and start the stream. Hopefully there's audio.
Live from the Tony Waller Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions.
Gotta push the damn button.
I had this problem earlier today. Something going on with Zoom. I have to take off the green screen to put on the green screen. Figure that out. And I do look kind of red. Maybe I got sun today while I was golfing. I don't know. I do look a rather it's the right camera. And I haven't unset it from yesterday. Hopefully these steps, nothing's changed from yesterday, so that's really weird. I do look rather
Is your camera set for manual again on the white balance or no?
Yeah, no, it's still set exactly where I left it last night. So I'm just gonna grab the slider here. Oh yeah.
Something strange must be happening today because Jim's already in the zone.
So I just hit the button. That's on auto white balance.
Well, for the moment, that's okay.
Well, we'll leave it then. That's really strange. I see Greg's here. Hey, Greg. Chris.
Hey, what's up?
He has CMOS battery problems, and he has problems tonight. And Jim says just tonight. That was a good one. Jim, good evening. Alex, Sean,
Wow.
Jose.
What's up, homie?
You guys got to stop feeding me straight lines. That's all there is to it.
I see Robert joins us in chat. I believe he's at work tonight. I think today's his one day and tomorrow's his second day to work this week.
Sounds like everybody's muted tonight. Everybody remember to mute their YouTube.
No, actually everybody did not. When it started, mine was still on. And I had to mute. So it happens. I mean, just one of those things, you know.
I've been watching this all day.
What is that? A dog?
It's a dog.
A dog and her puppies. It's a YouTube people that raise those kind of dogs. Two of those dogs are females. This one had one. These are 1 week old puppies, but there's another one that has like 2 or 3 week old puppies. They got pregnant around the same time, and all they do is just put a webcam or a camera on them and let it go all day, all night, and that's how they make their money on YouTube. It's just they got 1.51K subscribers watching puppies all day. So I think it's kind of interesting, you know.
That's quite a few subscribers.
I thought it might have been dairy cows.
Yeah,
They're black and white.
Little miniature dairy cows, right, Chris?
Well, I couldn't tell the size of them.
They're a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
It could look small on a computer screen.
Yeah, but they're Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. So yeah.
Are they letting all of them? Is the puppies letting all of them get milk? Because sometimes there's a runt and they won't let the runt get milk.
Well, so far these two litters, this mama and the other mama, did not have a rut, so they've had full-size puppies. So yeah.
Nice. So those of you that follow Doug on Fortnite, I guess they're not having Fortnite in the morning. And I sent Doug an email and said, "Did I hear correctly? You're not having Fortnite?" And he said, "Yes." He goes, "I understand that could be a burden. I'll recommend a psychiatrist for you if you'd like." I said, "Yeah, sure." So he sends me a phone number tonight. He goes, "Here's my psychiatrist's number." And when I read it, I died laughing. I think he
He should
thinks I.
send that to
Huh?
the guy in Philadelphia.
No, he actually sent me the phone number to the Norton scammers that he showed today on his stream. I'm like, "Come on, Doug. He just showed that 12 hours ago." So I got to give him props if he's listening. That was a good
Did
one.
he actually take their call and mess with them?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I found it humorous that he sent me that number.
I know Carrie did a while back. A while back.
I'll only be on for a little bit tonight. I'm going to the state fair tomorrow, so
What state fair are you going to?
the Arizona State Fair.
Well, you didn't really specify that. You said you're going to a state fair. That could be
Arkansas
more than one state fair.
Yeah.
You could go to New
Arizona
Mexico.
State
It's all
Fair is
coming up. It's next week, I believe.
Yeah, it started early this month. Oh man, I was watching something on the news about the state fair. Last year, the turkey legs were like $13 to $14. This year, they're $20-something for a
The
turkey
what?
leg.
Turkey legs.
The price of everything.
$20 for a
gone
turkey
up.
leg.
I'll shoot my own turkey and cut the legs off.
Hi, Mike.
Did
Yeah.
you
Can
have
you
to
hear
go
us,
I've had a
Mike?
turkey leg. I've had a turkey leg or two. Too many bones for me.
Mike, are you
Turkeys
able?
only
Are you
have two
hearing
legs.
us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, wasn't sure.
Do they got 2 or 4 legs? 2 legs.
What,
Yeah, they got
turkeys?
2 legs. Yeah, turkey's got 2 legs.
Yeah, last I checked.
Chris, are you getting that old?
Chris, you
can't
are having
remember if turkeys
you are
have
having a
4 or
rough
2.
day.
My uncle, we did have a wild turkey one year. Oh,
Did you
man,
ever get your live stream to go through with both audio and video?
no, that's why I said I have issues tonight.
Okay.
I got it to go without OBS, but it asked about the camera and all. I don't know where, I can't remember where I was when it was asking where I was messing with the camera on the stream. That was before I figured out my webcam was disconnected. Because I done some changes today. And I was trying to go live without the webcam.
All right. All right.
All right, I will be back. I'm
We'll
going
be
to
here.
need. I'm going to need alcohol tonight. I can tell already. I'm going to need alcohol if I'm going to continue to be here.
Something just shut off. Oh,
Looks like the clocks are a little bit off. Thanks somebody for pointing that out to me.
I got the windows up. I heard the air conditioner shut off. I'm really losing it.
Yeah, you scared Max too. Max stood up and was like, "What?" Max got up, raised his head up and was like, "Oh no, my dad is losing it.
What's going
My
on?
dad is losing his marbles."
You know what though? No matter how much I lose it, he'll still love me.
That's very
Yeah,
true.
that's true. Hey, a dog is a man or a woman's best friend. Screw cat.
Okay, so far I still have only 2 copyright claims on the video from the other day.
Yeah, you can't just say man's best friend now. You got to say man and woman.
Yeah.
So from the one you did the other day, you only have the 2 you had yesterday?
Yes.
That's not bad.
Or you got to say human's best friend.
Yeah. Alex, if you knew that they were going to play music in Walmart, why did you not? I know some YouTubers that go in Walmart and they know that their music playing, so they bring their own music, like they're not non-copyrighted music, and they play it over. Well, actually, wait a minute. That's when they edit the
then you
video.
can't hear. Well, there's a problem with that, Sean. The only problem with that is you can't have the microphone on at all. if you know they're playing music in the store and it's copyrighted, you can't have the microphone under all. I mean, you got to do a
Okay,
voiceover.
okay, calm down. I forgot. It's only because they edit it. They put their own music when they edit the video. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, Your Highness.
They must be
But
pretty
if
high
it's-
tech if
it's-
they're
if it's live,
editing.
it ain't gonna, that ain't.
Right. You can't edit a live
Alex,
stream.
if you can take the vocals out of a MP4 or whatever, MP3, you should be able to take a video and take the. I
Yeah.
guess it
You
would
have
take
to
your,
edit the video.
it would
Right.
take your
Go
sound. It
live,
would take,
you have to edit it.
well,
Right.
Sean, it would take him talking out too. So
Yeah.
Would take the, and I honestly thought us talking and everybody else talking would override the music that they playing, because they wasn't playing that loud, and so I thought they wouldn't be able to pick it up. Stupid
Well,
me,
now next time
they
you
wouldn't be able to
know,
pick it up.
next time you know, just take the video and take it home. You got Flamero or whatever, you got DaVinci Resolve. Now you're just gonna have to take the video and edit it and then publish it. That way you don't get no more copyright strikes.
I'm not worried. I'm like Ken, I'm not worried about it unless I get a strike, but that's not a strike.
Yeah, and I don't really want to find out what constitutes getting a strike either.
Okay.
I'm okay with these little notifications, but I don't want
What?
to find out.
Causes you to get a
Hey, Darren.
Good morning.
It's
good night.
quarter.
Hello.
You
Some
have to be.
people, like if you're, like if I'm in, and sometimes like if somebody's riding the public transportation and they want to do a live stream while they're riding on the road in the public transportation and the driver has the radio on, there's nothing they can do about that. So we're just.
So, the only way you can get a strike on, Ken, the only way you can get a strike on YouTube is if you violate the community guidelines. It says you can't get one for copyrighted, but it says if you violate the community guidelines.
Wow.
Which
Yeah,
I wouldn't be doing that.
yeah.
So,
A first strike will get a channel frozen for 1 week. Users will not be able to upload or stream any new content to YouTube like before. That strike will expire after 90 days. A second strike within the 90-day period will result in a 2-week upload freeze.
And it also resets the 90 days.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah,
the third strike is your whole channel is taken down.
yeah, for more or less. BH, good evening.
Howdy.
Good to see you again.
Oh, you can get, oh, I saw something more now. You can get copyright strikes too. They expire after 90 days too.
Right. Well,
You'll
that's
need to complete copyright school.
yeah.
What the hell is a copyright school?
You watch about a 15-minute video and it tells you how to recognize and how to stay away from copyright stuff. It's
No, I'm sorry. That's funny. I just realized I didn't know there was a copyright school.
there is such a thing. That happens when you get your first one. You have to actually attend that. You have to watch that video or whatever it is. But I don't ever want to find out what it is.
I will be home tomorrow. I won't have to go anywhere.
I'm gonna be getting 14 boxes ready to ship out tomorrow. If Mrs. K helps me out in the morning, I might get lucky and get most of them out tomorrow. When I asked her tonight about it, she looked at me like I was crazy. So I don't think she's gonna help me do this.
I hope Rick will like me because I got that fake Mountain Dew.
The
So,
fake Mountain Dew. Rick
That's
won't
if
be.
my mother's plans don't change.
Rick said he probably wouldn't be here tonight.
Hey Sean,
yeah.
that laptop that you were gonna do, that couldn't get to they couldn't do the recovery. Are you gonna still work on it?
He hasn't bought it to me yet.
If you can get the windows, I can show you what to try. It might work, but I don't know whether it works on Dell's.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the recovery partition, and I'm just gonna delete everything, and I'm just gonna install Windows from
Okay.
the USB.
It's
I'm
probably
just going to delete everything off that drive.
it's probably outdated Windows anyway. So
Yeah, and you know what? Whenever I reinstall Windows, if I see a recovery partition, that thing goes out the window. I get rid of all the partitions on that hard drive, even if it's a recovery one. I get rid of it.
yeah,
I don't trust recovering it from a recovery partition. So I just delete the recovery partition and I start from scratch.
Well, let's continue with the tech talk. I put the tech
All the
talk
computers
banner up.
all the brand new computers I've ever had that I've ever gotten, brand new, have always come with a recovery partition on the drive. I've never gotten a computer that comes with the set of disk.
well, Dell used to come with a Dell branded operating system disk. Then it came with all the driver disks.
Now you can get all the driver disks through
Yeah, you had to
Windows
download it.
Update. So
Yeah, pretty much. But everybody said that was so hard to do with Dell. But
Except for one exception I found, my laptop, it has it's one of those HP laptops that has Beats Audio built in. The audio driver for that Beats Audio does not come through Windows Update, and Windows 10 does not pick that up automatically. I have to manually install that in order to get that sound to work.
Yeah.
Jim, have you ever heard of DPS?
It sounds
Driver Pack Solution?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say,
used to
it sounded
use that.
vaguely familiar.
Yeah, this is like old software. So it was in my mom's desk, and I.
There's also Snappy Driver that's updated version of that, pretty much.
Yeah.
What is it, like a 20 gigabyte or 30 or 40 for the full download?
Snappy Driver is like 25 gigabyte, if it's not more now.
Jesus Christ.
See, that's what Jim means. He's gonna need some alcohol.
So copyright strike basics. If you get a copyright strike, it means that a copyright owner submitted a complete and valid legal takedown request for using their copyright protected content.
That was funny when Sean sat down, that noise, but it came from Darren.
Yeah, it was. I just was moving my telephone.
Yeah, but Sean sat down and it made that noise.
Oh,
Perfect
God.
timing. So when we get this type of formal notification, we take down your video to comply with copyright law. A video can only have one copyright strike at a time. Keep in mind, videos can be removed from the site for other reasons other than copyright. Also, content ID claims don't result in a strike. Note, deleting a video with a strike won't resolve your strike. So that just, to get a strike, that means they've actually filed a complete and valid legal takedown. In other words, you did something really, really bad.
Anybody heard of Coral Paint Shop Pro Photo X2?
That hasn't been around in some time.
Yeah, that's how you can tell all this software is old.
Okay, tomorrow, Doug. Hi, Ken. Tomorrow will be a 5-minute 34 premiere plus 1-minute countdown. My show will end at 6:34 a.m. Pacific time. I guess I'm doing DaVinci Resolve early in the morning? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yes, you are.
I guess I'm not. It'll be
Can't be serious. he can't be serious that he's gonna do his show that early in the morning.
What
Uh,
time's he
He
gonna
used to
do
do
it?
it 9 o'clock.
if he said it's a 5-minute video and it's going in at 6:34, he's doing it at what? 6:29.
It's a premiere. I already saw it. It's on my homepage. It's a premiere.
What's his
that he
What's his
already
show on the
recorded.
time on the premiere then?
Um,
For me, it's 2 p.m.
for me, it's um 11 a.m.
No, he's just got his time screwed up.
He's got
that's all.
same. Yep. Yep.
It's
He
it's the
says-
Windows Daily. It's the Windows Daily 70. It says don't do this. Is the title.
Oh, no.
I don't see that, Alex. I see one. It says free support session, copy files, old
It
backup,
says
guide,
That's a Saturday.
and that's scheduled for October the 8th.
Yeah,
This
which
one
I,
here.
I may or may not be here for that one.
I have.
That's
I will adjust my time to start. I've
Saturday.
got it scheduled. So now let me go see what my YouTube shows for Doug, so I can base it off of that. Windows Daily 70. Don't do this 12 p.m. So yeah,
I
that's
see that
normal
now.
time.
Yeah, I see that now.
Don't do this. Is that what it actually says? That?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sure does.
Oh my god!
I watched Gamers
Don't do
Next
this.
with talk crap about the Intel GPU. He was trying to take it apart.
Well, they
I
always
guess
take it
the
apart.
The first thing you take apart is a piece of aluminum that's double-sided taped to the GPU. So yeah, that video was cool. He was
Yeah.
taking apart the A770 or whatever.
So don't do this. And there's no description whatsoever. What's he got up his sleeve?
Yeah, God only knows what that's all about.
Yeah, really. I mean, he's got
Okay.
something up his sleeve.
Don't do this. Okay.
Yeah. Strange.
The one day that I can watch, he's not gonna do it. Wow.
I think he's at the cabin. I think he went back to the cabin. I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
he was supposed to be there all week at the cabin this week.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
And I read where you know who's on the way home.
Yep. Somebody
I
posted.
thought they wasn't.
They were
thought
supposed
they
to be
were
there
gonna be-
another week. So I don't know what happened.
Well, it's gonna take them a while to get home. What's the day? Wednesday. They probably ain't gonna be home until. Let's see. It depends on what all they do on the way home. I mean.
Depends on how you drive. I mean, if you go the back roads, go see some of the weird sights between here and there, it's going to take a couple days. If you drive straight through like I like to do, it takes a day and a half or so. I'm back to looking funny again. No comments, please.
Let's see. What's the name of that place he was at?
Michigan.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah,
can you unblock me so I can see your sleeping videos, please? Can you unblock your YouTube channel so I can see your sleeping videos? I heard from somebody that you block people and you have it private. You have it set private so nobody can see them.
haven't figured it out yet.
Oh,
It takes 29 hours to get from Grand Rapids to Phoenix.
Tony posted a link in the chat, it looks like. Let me get back to where I'm supposed to be, not over here on this stuff.
oh yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
With that being all the way across the country, it really don't look like a bad ride. I mean,
29 hours. I thought it'd be less than that. According to the map, it only takes me 15 hours to get from Arkansas to Pennsylvania.
well, I put in, Arkansas is you a little bit closer to Pennsylvania than he is. But I put in Phoenix, Arizona, to Grand Rapids, Michigan,
And how long did it say? 29 hours?
29 hours. 1,903 miles. He said it was about that.
Just trying to remember how long it took us to drive from San Diego to Indianapolis. We actually drove that straight through twice. Well, I drove it straight through twice. She slept. I think it was 33 hours, something like that. I would, after I did it the second time, I vowed up and down I'd never do it again. So what do? We moved to Las Vegas. Then I drive straight through to Indianapolis.
Sheridan, Arkansas to what's Pennsylvania?
Monroeville. Come on, Chris, you really had to ask that question?
I didn't say who it was.
It's 30 hours, Ken, from San Diego to Indianapolis using I-40 east.
I'm gonna take I-40 over to what? I want to say Houston, but I think that's too far south in Texas. And then you go up 35.
Alex, you looking at 15 hours from Sheraton to
Yeah. Trust me, I've looked at that. I've looked at that numerous times.
What's that link to, Sean?
I put in how long it
To the website of that YouTube channel with the puppies and the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Alex, I put
There's
in
there's some cute pictures on there of the dogs and stuff.
I put in cycling how long it takes. Like a bicycle, you could ride your wheelchair. 87
I don't
hours.
even want to think about how many times I have to stop and charge this thing.
Oh gosh, can you
This
imagine?
thing's supposed to get 15 miles to a battery charge, but I've never tested it. Because I don't drive, I've never driven it straight 15. I've never driven it from a full charge to 0 in one setting.
So it says to go on a back road instead of the interstate. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would imagine you'd almost have to take the back roads. I don't think they're going to let you take a motorized wheelchair on a major highway.
So I'll tell you what somebody did. This guy that I know, he used to be wild. He's okay now, but about 4 miles, I live 4 miles from the interstate. He lives probably about 2 up the road toward the interstate. Somebody dared him to ride down the interstate on his 4-wheeler to the next exit and then ride back. I think he got caught with about,
How many miles between you?
let's see,
Exits.
exit. Let's see, let me see how many miles it is actually. I think it's, I don't remember that exit number. Since they changed in 2000, which has been 20 years, 22 years, they went to a mileage thing. It used to be just exit numbers. Exit 54 to exit 58, so that's 4 miles.
Depending on the time of the day, there's a real good chance he would have got caught. Yes. How much alcohol did he consume before he attempted to do this?
There's no telling. He was a teenager, so he may not have been drinking. He's just crazy.
The Bronc 9 says hi to everybody. Hello, Bronc 9.
No, it wasn't that Ginger Billy guy.
Haven't seen Wintermute tonight and haven't seen Long Dog tonight. Tom K did make a comment after the stream last night. Good to hear from him. Wonder how his back's doing and his neck. He was having some issues with both his neck and his back. So aren't you guys going to ask me how golf went today?
How did golf go today, Ken?
Thank you for asking.
No.
What about my comment? What I'd rather do than play golf?
Yeah, Chris, you really have problems today. If you honestly meant that, man, it was good. BH, I beat my brother by 3 strokes on the front 9. He beat me by 3 strokes on the back 9, which was rather crazy because I had a 6-stroke lead going into the last 2 holes and I collapsed. And we ended up tying. I shot 40 on the front and 42 on the back. So I don't know what happened. And no, I did not let him beat me. I did not collapse on purpose to make him feel good. And we are very competitive. Um,
How
just
many
one,
went in the water?
0. Neither one of us put any in the water. In fact, the only one opportunity I had to put it in the water, I took out a 3-wood and I said, this might go to the next county, but it's not going in the water. It didn't, and it went to the next county. It was a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, it was 2 fairways away from the hole. But I ended up shooting a bogey on that. So I had 3 straight pars. I had an opportunity for a birdie, and I missed that. And then we got to 17 and 18, and I kid you not, there was a pine tree off to the right, maybe 50 feet in front of me. No problem. I'll move over to this side of the tee box. I can't hit that doggone tree. Not only did I hit the tree, you could hear the ball going boink, 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 off the limbs on the pine tree, and then the ball comes bouncing back. It went about that far. When it was all said and done, it went about that far off the tee. Seriously.
Bounce off the tree. Oh, my arm, it's broken.
Yeah, really, I'm telling you.
Name the movie.
Caddyshack.
There you go.
So it sounds like a pinball machine, huh?
Oh, it did. In fact, that's what my brother said. He goes, boy, did that play a pinball machine or what? And I'm like, so then we get to the next one, and there's the pine tree, and I'm like, hey, there's no way in hell I'm hitting this pine tree. So I go literally to the marker on the far right, not hitting this tree.
You said Caddyshack. I was just thinking, is that a song, but it's Sugar Shack?
No, there's no Caddyshack song. There was
Sugar
the theme
Shack.
song for the movie,
Theme
which
song,
was
yeah.
Kenny Loggins.
Right.
I'm all right.
Yeah. So I did hit that tree too, but that one I had a little bit more behind it, so it didn't bounce backward. It just went boop straight down. Other than that, it was a great day of golf. It really was. I'll tell you how good it was. I came home tonight and ordered a set of clubs. It'll be here on Tuesday. Brand new set of golf clubs off Amazon.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah. Well, they had a deal. If you put in for Amazon shopping something stupid card, you got $100 off the card. So I thought,
Oh my gosh.
what's another credit card? You know,
It's the rewards card, probably like my mom.
Yeah.
My mom has it.
all I saw was it give $100 off the cost of the clubs. So that's why I got it. They'll be here Tuesday. I'm already planning on. Yes, Robert, Mom knows about this order. Mom's fully aware. I haven't told her the amount yet, but she's aware I did it.
Yeah. See that there's the thing.
Now, when it was all said and done, it was a shade under 250 because I also ordered the stand for it. I ordered a box of golf balls and ordered a little bit of teas. So it's all good.
Whatever.
Was it green tea or black tea?
It actually green. And the balls I ordered were green.
Now it's a funny thing you mentioned about you didn't tell her the price. When I was working at the ham radio store for the decade or so that I was doing it, it was always entertaining to see some of these guys come in with a wad of 20s that could choke a horse. Okay, that they had been saving up forever.
Right.
Okay. And they would put the wad down, and it was, maybe half the price of what it was they were buying. Sometimes it might be as much as 3/4 of the price they're buying, and the rest they put on the cart. Now they had been saving those 20s for the better part of a year. Just because they can go and when the wife asks about whatever's going on, when the credit card statement comes in, well, it only cost me $250. When they actually put down another $800 in 20s.
Where's the echo or where's the TV station coming from?
I have
or
no idea.
whatever that is. Because nobody's box is lighting up. That was weird. I thought it was Chris for a second. It's
No.
not.
I have a
No,
TV
nobody.
on.
Nope. I don't know where it was from. I was kind of watching and didn't see it. Yeah, Robert. My brother got the same set last week, and they came in this week. I think that's why we played today. And I used a couple of his a couple of times, and I'm very proud to say that at 63 years old, I can still hit a golf ball over 200 yards. It just is. It amazed me. There was one hole that was 252 yards, and my tee shot ended up maybe 30 yards away from the pin. So 252 minus 30 is a little over 200.
Well,
So that is Frank Sinatra's daughter.
Well, that's about 200 yards more than I'll ever hit a golf ball.
We'll see. Of course, now next week when I get on here and how'd golfing go today, I don't want to talk about it. I was 6 shots up though. There's no way in hell I can lose. I can't. And it started on 17. It's par 3. I got that one in 6. So that cut drastically into the lead because he got it in par. So now I'm kind of rebounding in my mind what I'm going to do. We get to 18 and there's a road over here, and for the first time since I've been playing all year long, I went car because I thought for sure with the traffic on the road it was going to hit a car.
Somebody put Sean in the waiting room for posting all these links.
Ended up about that far off the road on the right side of the road, because if it had hit the road, it would be gone.
Put Alex in the waiting room just for being like that.
He's only put 2 in there. I mean, is there like a link limit? Where
This is a live stream he put in.
Yeah, if you wanted to watch the puppies like I watch all day, you guys can watch the puppies and the mom.
I don't see anything in the live stream. I see something in his chat, but I don't see anything on the live stream.
No. The link is to the live stream for the puppies.
Oh, okay.
The one that I watch all day, every day. I watch both moms and both puppies, both litters all day. I just have YouTube up all day watching it.
Yeah, Robert brings up a good point. Yeah, I made the decision today. No, it didn't take me a while to think about it. I've been thinking about getting clubs for a while now anyway. It's just been in the back of my mind. And with the price the clubs were, and having used them a little bit, yeah, that was a no-brainer. So, hey Jeff.
So would that right there mean that ball blowing? It went real dim. I know that's a dumb question.
I didn't
touch it. It's going to be 7 years, and it's not even 7 years old.
Yeah, my brother. About 4 o'clock sent me a text and goes, "Hey, you want to play golf today?"
Never touch a bulb. It's hot. Oh, he just popped out. I smell something burning.
Probably that old XP machine.
Robert, get ready to call. Chris, where do you live again?
Georgia.
He's too busy touching that hot bulb that he told us.
No, I'm trying to take that bulb out of this. Woo!
Chris, there's this really cool thing in the kitchen called a pot holder. It will allow you to touch things that are hot.
There's something called laziness too.
Or smarts.
I think I better.
Thank God, he already admitted he's lazy.
I think I better unplug that whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Robert, get ready.
Well, everyone, tonight we're going to hear how Chris is burning himself, calling himself lazy, and everybody just listen to this all night. Wow, I see a pair of golf clubs on Amazon for $1,695. Holy cow! I didn't know golf clubs are that expensive.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't really help my game that much.
Our dogs have a habit of
Oh,
like
I wish I was there to watch that pinball move.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna have to find me another lamp.
Alex, you were saying something about your
I was
alarms?
just gonna say our dogs have a habit of just even if my door's closed, if it's not completely shut all the way, they have a habit of just barging in just to sniff around and look and I guess make sure I'm okay.
That's a good thing. You should play a joke on them sometime, though.
But then they leave. I mean, I could trap them in if I'm fast enough, which I probably can't be.
No,
I could probably trap them in here.
you already ran
No,
over the
there's
one
no
dog's
bar.
toy. Now you want to trap him in. You just want these dogs to hate you for life, don't you?
That's what I was gonna
One
say.
of
I
them,
said you could.
one of them already does.
Yeah, well, now you're working on the other one. My goodness. You want to
That's
trap
what I was
him
gonna
in
tell
there.
you. You could put his toy
And
in.
you're gonna make it to where your dogs, when you go in the room, they look at you rough and from the other direction, like they don't even want to be around you. Oh,
Yeah.
looks like B.H. Ringer is drinking some wine.
They
So
already do.
Yep, Jeff, we played. It was a good day. No balls ended up in the lake. The only time one could have, I made sure it didn't. And then my brother
You
thought he
playing
might.
one ball per hole or two?
One. We played one. We just played one.
Yeah.
There was a guy
And-
walking behind us playing two, and he was keeping up with us hole for hole. That's how good he was. We knew we were in trouble because we were on the third tee, and the second hole's right beside it. And all of a sudden, you hear "bloop," and we look over, and his tee shot's about that far away from the pin. So we're like, "Uh-oh, we may have to let him play through."
What could have happened with this lamp?
You know,
It's a
Try-
wall lamp. That's why it's like this.
Try a new bulb. What?
No,
What?
it went pop.
Hold that back
This
up,
is
Chris.
that's just a ground wire. That's safe.
Hold that back up.
well, you can get rid of that old media center PC. Chris, here I found you a TV card that'll go in a modern computer.
What's the copper? What? You have a
It's a wall lamp. That's the back plate. That plate's on the wall.
yeah, but what's that copper wire coming out?
It is a ground. It is a ground.
I thought
It's hooked.
Okay, let's see how long it takes before he gets electrocuted.
John, it's not plugged.
well, it's not plugged in, but
See, it's got the twist. It's got those twist things on the whatever you call those,
yeah.
Merits.
and then it's got that. I guess that's a ground. I don't know.
Does it go into one of the twist things?
It goes to the bolt right there. If you can see that bolt.
Yeah, that's where
Where's
it's
that?
supposed to go to, the green one.
Yeah.
Gotta be hooked up.
That's probably why it went pop.
No, it was on the wall. It was on that. It was hanging on that plate, and the light just started went dim, and then I heard something go click.
Take the bulb out, shake it near your
I got the
ear.
bulb. I got the bulb out. I'm not plugging it back up.
Take the bulb and put it up to your ear and shake it. You can hear it, the filament
Right.
moving around in there, then it's gone.
Yeah. We're up to 12. Well, we were up to
It
12.
is one of those bulbs that's not supposed to blow out for like 7 years.
That depends on how many hours you use it.
Well, it's been on
Yeah.
a lot, so
Then you might have exceeded your 7 years already.
probably so.
I've got LED
6 or 8 hours a day.
Remember, I got
my
problems.
ceiling
tonight,
fan that
so-
are on all day. From the time I get up to the time I go to bed, and they've been in there for at least 2-3 years now.
What's
and
that?
haven't went out.
Did it also have Excuse me. Did it also have on the box, Chris, if it had 7 years or X amount of luminous hours
I don't know. I don't know.
or luminums? I think it is. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
luminums.
lumens is the brightness of that's how they rate like the brightness of projector bulbs.
Anybody ever busted a fluorescent light?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
They supposed to be dangerous if you bust them.
they explode.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
The ones that are easier to break are these coiled up ones that you can replace a regular bulb with. I've had
Oh.
several of those crack.
I used to have to change them at our old Kroger store. It had the tile ceiling. And y'all gonna get a kick out of this. I pulled I was replacing ceiling tiles one time that was bowed down. I thought it was dry from where it was had been. I touched that thing, all that water came.
Well, there was a puddle of water on top of it waiting.
Yeah,
to
there was a
come
puddle of
through.
water inside the on top of the tile. Time I touched it,
How wet did you get?
pretty wet. And it was right over a register, but luckily they had the plastic bag already over the register because it had been leaking.
Somebody thought ahead then. That's good.
The store they at now is probably as old as the old store is, and it's probably run down. They never gonna fix anything.
Just Kroger.
Yeah, Kroger.
Yeah.
Well, Kroger companies, the Smiths I go to out here is getting a refresh right now, and it really didn't look that bad. I don't know why they're doing it.
Oh, because they're being bought out.
No,
No, they're not being bought out.
Oh no.
no, it's just there's only one place where they're actually doing any construction on the inside, and back by the pharmacy, they're making a little separate room that's going to have a door where you can go in to get shots and that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
But most of the rest of the work is just refreshing the wallboard and repainting a couple of things. They're redoing one of the walls around the area where they sell the flowers, but so far that's not really doing all that much.
I just hate it when you go in there and you get used to the layout of the store. You know where pretty much everything's at. And then one day you go in and they've changed everything all around.
That is deliberate, so it's to encourage impulse buying.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
So
When you don't know where things are, you look around more and you might buy something on impulse more. That's a deliberate thing.
Okay.
Yes, I've known that for a while.
I know this will
It
shock you guys.
pisses me off.
Oh yeah, me too.
But
I went to Walmart tonight at 8:15 after dinner to buy the boxes for ship these cups. And I actually got to go through a cashiered lane with a real person.
Well, our Walmart still has those. It's just the line's usually pretty long.
There was no. She actually came up to me and she says, "Are you ready to check out?" And I wasn't my smart ass self. I said, "Yes, ma'am." And then she scanned it and she goes, "How many do you have?" And I said, 14. And she punches the numbers. And then I had to sit there and really restrain myself because she was trying to take 14 of these and put them in a sack. And I'm thinking, you're not going to get those in that sack. It's impossible. After about 3 minutes, she says, "I don't think I can put these in the sack."
Well, she was trying to be helpful at least.
She was.
I actually rather check my own groceries out. That's because I'm weird, but
Well, we knew that.
well, I have bagged groceries for 20-something years. So
Hey
I,
Chris, if you're going to
that's
tell us, your experience, you got to get it right. It's 20 plus years experience, not 20 some years.
25 years.
But then it's 25.
25 years plus experience. Well, I like telling the story about when I go through, and a lot of times there isn't anybody to bag. I just bag my own. And
One time,
when one of the little guys or gals is working there walks up to, used to do this. How much money do you think I got paid when I did it? And they, of course, they don't have a clue. And it was 50 cents an hour.
I was going to say, what, 25, 35 cents?
So that was back in 1964. So I got 50 cents an hour and worked 11-hour days on Saturdays. They wouldn't let a 16-year-old kid work an 11-hour day now. It'd be
No.
against
I know-
some regulation someplace.
I know a lot of people
Excuse me.
don't like this, but I always put my milk in a bag because I can carry it in. I could carry it better. And most people do want their milk in a bag. I know some places it varies, but this man one day he said very loud, "I don't want my milk in a bag." He said it loud. So me being smart, I said, "Sir, do you want your milk in a bag?" He got even louder and said, "I don't want my milk in a bag."
Our grocery store here,
You really wanted to punch face, didn't you, Chris?
Sean, I got away with a lot of stuff.
Well,
Oh,
I have an insulated bag for all the cold stuff, so I put my milk in my insulated bag.
I hated those kind of bags.
So
Yeah, it was one
There's
of
a
the,
reason why I hated them, cause things coming down the register, you ain't got nowhere to put them, the bag. Cause that thing that slides out, oh man, it gets stuck and you can't slide it out. Cause it gets all the onion peels, get all down in there and it gets stuck. Sean, I got away with a lot, playing on intercom and everything.
And I got away with a lot too, but that mostly had to do with women.
and the only reason a lot of times you can't get away with filming in a store, but I got a secret. I can get away with it because I keep the phone in the pocket, well, my shirt pocket, and as long as I face the camera out, not towards my shirt, nobody will know I'm filming because I'm not holding the phone.
well, I saw a thing
I'm driving
advertised the other
terrible.
day. You take this little thing and put it in your pocket like that, and the front of the pen is a camera.
yeah.
All kinds of crap out there. Not that I'd care to film in Kroger or Smith's or Walmart, but I don't need to add anything to the people of Walmart. So
Those glasses
Are you saying you could add to the thing of the people of
no,
Walmart?
I don't want to add to the
Oh,
people
okay.
of Walmart.
Okay.
Adding to the people of Walmart is not hard at all. Just show up at one.
Yeah.
I could just dress funny and maybe I could take a certain person with me if I do what I said I'd rather do instead of play golf. Maybe she will go with me to Walmart.
Oh gosh.
We'll talk about that after the stream.
But still, all those intercom videos on YouTube, stuff, crazy stuff people do in the stores, like the 24-hour challenges, all that stuff is still funny to watch. It's just something.
Yeah, but they do
I
those. They do
wouldn't do.
those in stores that close,
Yeah.
right?
Those 24-hour challenges, they
Yes.
go in a store when it's about to close. They're staying there all day and all night, and trying to get caught.
I got better thing to do than to sit at a Walmart for 24 hours. Yeah, you do
There-
too, don't you?
There's some interesting short videos on YouTube. There's a fella who used to work loss prevention in places like Walmart. He makes these little short YouTube videos not actually showing the people, but he's just talking about some of the crap he
No.
ran into, and some of it's hilarious.
Are those the people that walk around and look like plain customers and plain clothes and they and then
Well,
make sure
or the guys that get
Well,
called
nothing.
when the greeter thinks somebody's walking out with something or whatever, you know. But it's just amazing the stuff people try to get away with. I mean, it's just
Now
nuts.
they have a shirt on that says Walmart security.
So,
Yeah, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm gonna go over here and start the end of this stream. I'll scroll back
oh
through the
goodness.
chat. Tony Waller was first. Chris Garrett was third. Mike Paradon was fourth.
And nobody was second. I was
Jim
second.
was fifth. I said Chris
Yeah,
Garrett
Mike
was
looks to
second.
be at the top of the, let me see, live chat, all messages. All right.
Great
It's
guy
all
was
right.
sixth tonight, although he says fifth. So one,
Tony
two,
Wallow
three,
didn't
four,
say
five.
first, so I guess I'm first.
Oh, is that what we have
I've
to
got
do
the
now?
live chat thing set on. It looks like Chris is first, and then Jim, and then Greg, and then Tony.
Yeah, I always start Twidget when I start it, when I set it up. So I get a different
No.
set of. Yeah, Tony was first at 9:18, but if I go
He
over
actually
here,
said he actually was. He just didn't say first.
right?
Well, but I mean, how do you show the times in the live chat?
The three
Click,
dots at the top, you do
Oh, toggle timestamps.
yeah,
Yeah.
toggle
toggle
time.
timestamp.
Well, what I'm seeing
Oh,
here,
Oh, Tony says,
it
by the
says
way,
send feedback.
which
I
something
tell you
I
what,
have.
it won't. Yeah, this won't scroll all the way to the top now.
No, it shouldn't.
Top one I
9:32.
can
Chris
see
said
is
second.
750 for Jim. And there's somebody else I can't see above that.
Chris, Mike, and Chris.
All right.
But I can go all the way back to the beginning if I go back to the studio, which is the same thing on Twidget. I can go all the way back to the beginning.
All
So
right.
Tony was probably first.
he usually is. Well, technically, I'm first. I just don't say anything. I set it up. I could say something, say first, but that's not fair. And I believe the Bronx 9 was there. So since we have a good night and thank you. Good night and thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 6:35 in the morning for Daily Da Vinci. No, I
No, you
won't.
won't. No, you won't.
I know I won't.